I'll tell you another funny story. I was one time in Florida. I was booked to speak in Florida, and I had a date. It was a morning event. About a month out from the date, I get a call from one of our National Speakers Association's friends, and he says, "Look, I'm a member of the city council, and we had a city council meeting. We're having a big city celebration, and we were talking about having a speaker. And one of the people said, I just read this book called A Setback Set Up for a Comeback by a guy named Willie Jolley. We should get him to speak." He said, "Oh, he's my friend. He's a member of the National Speakers Association." They said, "You think you can get him to come speak? I'll call him." So he called me and he said, "Hey, want you to come speak." I said, "Well, I'd love to come. What's the date?" He told me the date. I said, "Oh my gosh, I see on my calendar I'm already booked that day in Florida, to speak that day." He said, "What time?" I said, "In the morning." He said, "Well, we're in Florida." He said, "We need you in the evening." I said, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, that sounds good." He told me what their budget was. It would work for me. I said, "Okay." He said, "I'm going to send you overnight you a check." I said, "Great." So we get the check. Once we get the check, I call my travel agent. And I called my travel agent. I said, "Look, I need to speak in Florida. I need to go from South Florida to North Florida on this such a day. I need to get a flight. I finished speaking about probably noon. So somewhere between 1 and 6 o'clock, I need a flight because I have to be here at this city celebration at 7. She looks on the computer. She said, "There are no direct flights from where you are to where you want to go. They're only connecting flights and they won't get you there in time." I said, "What?" "Oh, no, you got to look again." She said, no direct flights. I said, "What about a train?" She said, "Have you ever seen a map? Florida, a long state. That would never work. I can't fly. I can't." She said, "The only way you can get there is to fly." I called my friend back, said, "Hey, got a problem?" Told him what the problem. He said, "No problem. One of our members has a private plane. He'll come get you."
How about that?
In my mind, I love Learjets. I can live with a Learjet. So that's what I'm thinking. Well, the day comes, and when I finished speaking in the morning in South Florida, a car was waiting to take me to the airstrip. I get to the airstrip. There's a guy with a sign, "Mr. Jolley." I said, "Mr. Jolley." He said, "Oh, great. We've been waiting for you. We got to go right now." I said, "Okay." I said, "Who is we?" He said, "Just me and the plane in the back. I'm the pilot." "Oh, okay." So we go around this hangar. I said, "Oh my God." I'm thinking Learjets, it looked like a Volkswagen with wings. I said, "You want me to get on there?" He said, "Not only do you have to get on it, we got to get on it right now because there's a storm, a big storm coming this way." We get on it, he's doing the last minute checks. It gets darker and darker and darker and darker. It gets windier and windier and windier. I even think I saw a cow fly by. Anyway, we're going to give this a shot. I said, "We're going to give it a what?" He said, "We're going to give it a shot." And we get about 6 feet off the ground, and it goes sideways. And then it goes the other side. And he's a pulling on the stick and a grunting, and I'm praying. I'm praying prayers. I'm making up prayers. And he's grunting, and I'm praying. He's grunting, and I'm praying. And eventually, he was able to get the flight up and got above the storm. It was a marvelous flight. And I realized something on the flight, though. Halfway through the flight, he opened up an ice chest, gave me a Coca-Cola. I realized he was the pilot, the stewardess, the steward, everybody. All got into one. Lesson is, when life throws you storm moments, keep riding. Keep riding and get above the storm. It's good if you're willing to keep rising up with your thinking and your attitude, your positive attitude.